Hi and welcome. How are you? Well, I told you it was going to be a really good year or a good start to the year for business, and it absolutely just continues on with that. We are about to get really passionate about our work, about what fires us up, and we're going to want to take those things that we are passionate about and make them work. And we're going to have the fire and the support to do that. We've got Venus, which is all about what we value, how we want to be recognized, moving into the fire sign of Aries, which is fabulous. So that's going to be on the 3rd. So that's going to give us this great input to really get aware and passionate about what we're passionate about, and to let that expand within us. So we're really going to be focused on what we like and what we want to be doing, and it's going to be driven by our desire to do it and our belief in it, which is just absolutely fabulous. Mercury 3 days later goes into Taurus, which is in the bull. So we're going to be quite bullish about our ability to communicate and our wanting to communicate about this passion, about this newfound passion, this new discovered passion, or really just admitting to ourselves that the reason we want to do this is we are passionate about it. We do believe it's financially secure, but ultimately we are also really passionate about this, and we want this to come alive and to go out and be bold and have a great life. So this is about projects that we're interested in, and it's so exciting. On the 9th, the full moon is in Leo, which is the lion. So you can see we've got the fire, we've got get passionate, we've got the bull. Let's really go for this. Let's talk about it. Let's sell it. Let's really push it forward. And then we've got Leo, which is the lion, which is about being brave, but at the same time being protective, because the bull is also highly protective, but the lion is about being brave. So here we go. We've got all of this lining up for us in a wonderful, wonderful way at the beginning of February, at the beginning of the year. Now, the full moon in Leo is also going to be aligned to Mars. So it's going to have this extra push of fire and passion. So, I mean, what more could we ask for? So if there's something that you really want to get off the ground and you really believe in it, then now's a really, really good time to put effort into it, to go out and sell it, because you've got Mercury also in Taurus, which is the bull. So you've got the drive, you've got the passion, and you've got the voice to be able to go out and sell it, and to be able to put it into the context of other people who need to be listening to it. Now, this full moon is also going to be triggered by Neptune. That's the only thing I'm going to say about you, because Neptune is a little bit murky. So you might have one or two wobbles about getting yourself ready for that, because it's not always easy to sell a passion project. And often when you're feeling passionate about something, and where it's coming from is from within. It's not an external rational thought about how much money is this going to make, but about, I really believe this is a great project that's needed, and there's place for this in my business and in the world and in my business community. When you believe things like that, it's a little bit harder to sell. So that's why I'm really pleased we've got Mercury pushing from Taurus, and we've got Aries, and then we've got the full moon. So Neptune might just give you a little bit of murkiness, and it might just show you some truths from other people about how they really feel about your passion project. Are they with you, or is it just talk? Now, the thing I want you to be aware of within this is that people can pretend to be passionate about things but have no depth to that. So this is something you're going to have to really feel your way through and see whether the people you are talking to are also on board with you. Now, they mightn't have the same depth of passion, but they need to be on board with you to support your project. So in business, we might need to just temper our passion about something and our fire about something, and be prepared to also support it with some solid research and thinking to take it forward, because that is really what we're also trying to do in the business world. But it's so exciting. If you've been wanting to get a project off the ground, if you've been wanting to get something off the ground, now is the time to do it. Now, Aquarius and Leo are highly supportive of each other, so this is a great full moon, because it's in the sign of Leo, but it's taking in the astrology season of Aquarius, so that's really, really good. And that's going to really be supported by the energies that are around. And if you've had a look at my talk about the astrology for the Aquarius season, you will see the Capricorn's also in play. So I think I like the positioning of this very much, because it's going to allow us to see and feel and understand what our passion is, but it's also going to allow us to do the hard strategic thinking and positioning we need to do to get the project off the ground. I think it's going to be an absolute winner, and I'm excited about it. So get your passion project out of that bottom drawer, dust it off, brush it off, redo it, bring it up to date so it's all ready and sparkling, and take it out to the world. Start to get it ready for the 9th. Now, what we're going to do with the full moon, it's going to definitely highlight for us areas where we're passionate, but it might also just show you those things that we thought we were passionate about, but really it was a fashion, or we were carried away by other people's enthusiasm and we wanted to go with it, as opposed to being something that we really, really want to work with. Now, I think what I want to do is we're going to go straight in and do the tarot, because this is so harmonious. There's no tensions really, except for that small little trigger by Neptune. There's really no tensions around this fabulous, fabulous full moon. I've got the Celtic. First card out is the Nine of Cups, Make a Wish. So it's a real fulfillment card. The card shows you at a banquet, and literally you're the head of the table. But it is telling you it's all aligned for you to make a cup and to go forward with that. It's absolutely, absolutely fantastic, the Wish card. So let's see what else comes out with the Celtic. The Lovers. This is a real passion project. This is something you are really, really wanting to take on board and work with. Fabulous. So you've got the Nine of Cups and you've got a passion project. What's nice about the Lovers is it's not a card of you by yourself, it's a card with others. So there's someone else who's going to be there with you. It's the Eight of Shields. There's going to be work involved to take you in the direction, but it's going to be effortless. You know you have to do it, you're willing to do it, and the tide is with you. So whatever you're wanting to start up, you're definitely going in the right direction, and it's a new direction with what you're doing. And yeah, yes, it's work, but it's all supported. I'm going to put up something that talks about being in the flow, because I think it's quite right with passion, because when something is passionate and it's resonating deep within you, you do go quickly into the flow if it's the right thing. So we'll put that up and we can have a good look at that. I'll put that up in the next couple of days. Oh, equilibrium and the rainbow. So keep everything in balance. It is in balance. The only thing, and that is the only thing, isn't it, about passion, is sometimes things can become distorted with the passion. Things can become way too emotional. But that's not my sense of this. My sense of this is that this is a passion that is deep within you. And you're going to be so firm with this. It's not going to be some flighty, uneven thing. It's going to be real clarity of mind, body, and spirit, and with a great deal of heart. And I think that's fantastic. So that is also, if you're unsure, that's the difference between something that's really passionate about and something that's a little bit more of a flight of fancy. If you're really passionate about it, there's a depth to it, and a surety about it, a clarity about it, that you really wanted to work with this and take this forward. So that's something quite nice. Let's just see. I'm thinking there's some more cards. And I just got a yes, so we'll see what else is coming out. They're taking a while, so it's quite... I said to them, you're taking a while, and I said Neptune, which means, you know, going deep for the message. Oh, Six of Shields. This passion is going to be respected, and it's going to give you credence and kudos. This means success, and oh, that's a great card. This is a really good mission. This is, yeah, really interesting cards. And Druid. So trust your inner reasoning, your inner understanding. Really trust that this is right for you, because you're going to be given the messages and they're going to be important. And this is the Page of Wands, so it's a new beginning. You've got the dragon and you've got the wand, so there's something new. There's a new perspective to it. It might necessarily be a whole new idea, but there's going to be a little new perspective to this that you're going to have to... So when I said dust it off and tweak it, I meant dust it off and not just make it look pretty, but there's something you need to go back in and have another look at in terms of your planning or your idea. Ah, of course, okay. And what's it under? It's under the environment this is happening in, all the Eight of Swords. So you can't see at this point in time something about this particular project, but I'm going to take this out. You have, I think this is something you've thought about, you've tried once. It hadn't worked for you. You don't at this stage know exactly how you're going to make it work. But this is what passion is all about. And at this stage, it is trust and faith. I'm going to do some clarifiers because I think that's important, given that this is what's come out as the environment, the Eight of Wands. So there's something stopping you, something that's taking your confidence away from all of these other massive cards that are telling you it's the way to go. And the Eight of Swords is an absence of trust, faith, belief. So there's something about this project or you that you're not sure about what that belief is. And I think this is what the full moon is going to show you. So something just came up. Ah, interesting what's coming up. So the Five of Pentacles. You're not feeling like you're in a position to start something new or take this on. Isn't that interesting? All of the other cards are saying to you, it's a great environment. This is your wish. You've got the Lovers. You've got the Eight of Shields. You've got balance. You've got Six of Coins. And you're going, I'm not too sure. Ooh. And now we've got the Seven of Coins. So this is definitely about business and business risk. And when you have a look at the Seven of Coins, you're looking at someone very new and young. And maybe that's what's making you feel insecure about that. But what comes straight after the Seven is the King of Coins. So whatever it is, it's going to take you very quickly from feeling like you don't have what it takes to maybe if I just, maybe it's, I'm young, I'm new, I'm going to start this from the beginning, through to mastery, which is the King. I think that's very exciting. So it's a personal journey as much as a business journey that you're going to be taking with this. And this is a journey about trust and trusting yourself. You see, and then the King is followed by the Ace of Coins. So this is so a new beginning. And look, in one reading, you're going from the Five of Coins to the Seven to the King to the Ace of Coins. So this is about you starting something from the beginning, and this has the potential to take you all the way. So it's definitely a new start financially and how you are doing the work and how you are working. Because don't forget, when we talk about passion projects, it might actually not necessarily be about what you're doing, but it might also be about how you're doing it and who you're doing it with. And that's just as much a passion project about the mechanism as it is about what it is. Oh yeah, you've got so many doubts about your ability to do that, and you're seeing conflict. What you're worried about is if you make the conflict, you're going to see the change. Sorry, that card that came out was not part of the Arcana cards, but just in case you wanted to see it, I'll show you. It's got the phoenix on one side, it's got the dragon on the other, it's got the coins at the bottom, it's got the swords. So it's interesting that it popped out just as you've got the 5 coins and you've got the 5 swords, which is all about you feeling like this is not the right time and feeling a little insecure about what you want to do and thinking that there might not be enough passion. And what do you get? You get the phoenix rising and you get the dragon. Time to start. Really, there's something waiting for you and it's time to start. Yeah, and what do we get? We get, that's interesting, we get the devil upside down. The only thing that is holding you back is the illusion that you are not ready to do this. That is the only thing holding you back. So that's the clarity cards about that. Really interesting. Okay. And the card underneath is the Knight of Staves. And I want you to have a good look at the Knight of Staves. Solid. Rock solid. New beginning. Knight, fighting for what they want. Rock solid in their belief. And this is about your relationship to the things around you. You can so do this. So you go from the 5 to the king to the ace of coins. You have the 5 of wands, so you're really feeling insecure. The insecurity is the devil upside down. What does that say? It says it's you. It's you. You're the only thing that's insecure about this. Everything else is set to go. 9 of Cups, the Lovers, the 8 of Shields, ready to do the work. Balance, trusting yourself, being honored with what it is, new beginnings. And for goodness sake, what did you get? You got the Phoenix rising and the dragon that wasn't even supposed to be in the deck. So we all believe you can do it. Do you believe you can do it? And that's the question. So the spirits believe, the cards believe, I believe, we all believe you can do this. The only person who has to be convinced, the only person that has to trust themselves, that has to believe in themselves, is you. So what do you need to do to find the faith in yourself? What do you need to do to find the faith in yourself? What is stopping you? And really muse on and be honest about what's stopping you. And if you can't do that yourself, and it's a hard thing you do yourself, go and talk to your best buddy and go and chat with them and find out what is stopping you. And if you don't want to chat with your best buddy, you know I'm always here. You just drop a little note at the bottom. I always read the notes and I'll send you back my email. In fact, I'll put my email in the bottom and you can get in contact with me. The only person stopping you is you. I think you can do it. The cards think you can do it. The spirits think you can do it. Get on board. You can do it. You got this.